Ziyu hurriedly said, it's okay, just ask for me. Then she asked, by the way, Grandpa, if he is willing to help, am I going to the United States again? No need. Elijah said, Master Lai has great magical powers. If he agrees, I will give him your birth date and tell him about the things you want to ask. It should be fine. Ziyu said in amazement. So amazing. Elijah laughed and said, foretelling is the supreme wisdom of ancestors. It is said that its magical features have only been understood by modern people. Then, he said, it's midnight in the US, and I'm not very good at contacting Master Lai. Or you can wait patiently. When it's evening here, in the US it will be morning. Then I'll make a phone call. Ziyu hurriedly said, Grandpa, then please, don't forget Han. At this moment, Charlie hurried home and prepared lunch. Although Elaine has her legs broken, she still insisted on crutches and came to him in the kitchen. As he was busy preparing the food, Elaine said with a shame on her face, good son-in-law, Mom should have cooked for you, but Mom's legs are not convenient. Charlie smiled slightly. Mom, don't be so polite. Anyway, I don't have anything to do. It's okay to do housework. With that, he said to Elaine, Mom, Claire, and Dad should be coming soon too. I will cook another tomato and egg soup. When they come back, we can have dinner. Elaine hurriedly said, that's really hard work for you, my son-in-law. Mom will wash the tomatoes for you. Charlie served the best food. Claire and Jacob also drove home one after another. When Claire came back, she said to Charlie with some excitement, Husband, today, Doris, deputy director of the Emgrand Group, called me and said that the 6-star hotel under construction in the Emgrand Group is about to start the overall operation. The design of the interior decoration is in tender, really? Charlie asked pretendingly in surprise. This project should be a lot, right? Claire said excitedly. It's not just too big, it's simply too big. The Emgrand Group's 6-star hotel project has been launched since last year, with an investment of $2 billion. Now that the main body construction has come to an end, it is time to finalize the internal decoration plan, and then when the main body construction is over, the internal hard and soft installation will begin. Having said that, Claire went on to introduce the entire hotel budget of $2 billion, half of which is used to buy land and infrastructure, and the other half is almost entirely used for post-renovation, including at least $300 million for hard decoration, soft decoration, and various top furniture. The purchases of bedding, sanitary ware, and electrical appliances are about $6 or $7 billion. Now those senior executives of domestic big-name home furnishings, sanitary wares, and decorative building materials have come to Orus Hill and are preparing to participate in the subsequent bidding. Charlie smiled and asked, then how much budget does Emgrand Group earmarked for the decoration design? Claire said, the quotation for this kind of commercial decoration design is generally around $300 per square meter. The 6-star hotel of the Emgrand Group has a total business area of 130,000 square meters. Some repetitive designs in the same room type are removed. The design engineering volume is at least 70 to 80,000 square meters, and the decoration design alone costs 20 to 30 million. When Elaine on the side heard this, she was surprised and said, oh my. Claire, are you kidding me? Just engage in decoration and give 20 to 30 million design fees? Claire nodded and said seriously, it's not a joke, this price is still relatively low. If it is a large design company or a well-known designer, the price will be even higher. The design cost per square meter will cost at least $800. Hearing this, Elaine couldn't help exclaiming, oh my. A design cost of $800 to $1,000 per square meter, wouldn't it cost 50 or 60 million? This is too big. Claire smiled and said, what's so big about this? Some internationally renowned designers have to charge hundreds of millions for the exterior design of a building. Elaine touched her chest and hurriedly asked her, good girl, are you planning to take this project? Claire said earnestly, of course I want to take it, but my studio is not that big at the moment. When taking on such a project, I am afraid that it will not be able to compete with the opponent when bidding, and there is too much preparatory work. If you do, you have to put your heart and soul into it now and prepare for bidding. With that, Claire couldn't help sighing again, and said, hey, the scale of the company is still quite large after that. I am afraid I can't digest such a large project. Elaine asked in surprise, Isn't design just about moving the computer? What can't be digested? Claire said, it's not as simple as you think. With a business area of more than 100,000 square meters, there are more than a dozen room types that require a whole house design, several restaurants of various types, and leisure and entertainment. The overall design volume is very large for the part, the administrative office part and the security and fire protection planning. It's like making an animated film. The ordinary people think that it's just to find a group of people to draw. But in fact, 1 second picture requires 20 pictures, 1.5 hours animated film, at least tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of pictures, require hundreds of people to do a good job for several years. With that, Claire said again, our studio has not many people. Even if we can follow such a big project, we can't finish it by ourselves. We have to subcontract to other design studios to do it together. 10 designers, it took more than half a year to finish, and this is only the first stage. When the construction starts, we have to follow up the whole process. The construction period is at least 1 year, so the overall follow-up will take 1.5 years. Dozens of designers, within a year and a half, the annual salary of a good designer is hundreds of thousands more, and the average salary is at least 200,000, so the salary cost alone has to be tens of millions. Elaine blurted out in surprise. My God. The salary alone is tens of millions? Is this too cruel? Claire said earnestly. This is the way it is done originally. I am still conservatively estimating. If the construction period is longer and the plan is revised more, the overall time cost and labor cost will increase. Charlie on the side asked curiously. My wife, what are you going to do? Do you want to fight for it? Claire nodded and said, although the strength of my studio is not strong, I still want to try it out. If I can take this project down, I can merge it with it while working on it. A few small design teams, in that case, when this project is completed, my studio will be able to improve at least 2 orders of magnitude and reach a medium-sized scale. After that, she said with some worry, however, my studio is really small. There are so many companies bidding this time, so I really don't know for sure. Charlie smiled and said, my wife, if you are interested, just don't let it go. If it is done, it will be an excellent opportunity. If it is not done, we will have no actual loss. It is nothing more than a waste of energy. What do you think? Yes. Claire nodded lightly and said, I just want to try hard, so starting from today, I will lead the team to work overtime and make proposals, make bids, and make preparations. This bidding, with that, she said with some emotion. But I heard that many design companies are looking for relationships with people everywhere in order to get this big order, and there are even people who want to give money and kickbacks to the senior executives of the Emgrand Group. I don't know. Will the Emgrand Group engage in black box operations at that time? Charlie smiled and said, how can a large group like the Emgrand Group with a market value of over 100 billion engage in black box operations on tens of millions of design projects?